Are you ready to fall asleep? If so, then let's go. You're deep in an enchanted forest, surrounded by tall trees that are covered in sparkling mushrooms. The soft glow of these bioluminescent fungi fills the clearing where you're sitting. It's peaceful and quiet. You can hear the gentle buzzing of insects and the soft chirping of crickets. As you relax into your surroundings, you notice tiny winged creatures flitting about the clearing, their gossamer wings catching the light as they dance in the air. These are no ordinary insects, though. They're fairies, elemental beings of pure magic drawn to this place of natural wonder. As you watch them twirl and dip, their laughter like tinkling bells, you feel a sense of childlike joy bubble up inside you. Their carefree playfulness is contagious, and you can't help but smile. A particularly mischievous-looking fairy with wings the color of amethysts spots you watching and winks. She lands on a nearby toadstool and with a flick of her iridescent wand, conjures up a miniature mushroom house, complete with tiny furniture and glowing windows. Your eyes widen in wonder as she gestures for you to enter. Curiosity piqued, you find yourself stepping towards the house, drawn by an invisible force. Inside the dwelling, everything is perfectly scaled for a fairy, yet imbued with a cozy charm that belies its diminutive size. Gnarled tree roots serve as furniture, polished pebbles stand in for dishes, and a crystal, teardrop suspended from the ceiling casts a rainbow-colored glow over it all. The mischievous fairy with wings the color of amethysts emerges from behind a curtain made of spider silk and introduces herself as Fia. Her tone is playful, yet there's a hint of solemnity in her voice that belies her elfin features. "Welcome, traveler," she says, her voice like the chime of a silver bell. "We fairies have been expecting you." Before you can respond, more fairies arrive, each with wings of a different, vibrant hue. They've come from all corners of the forest, drawn by an unseen summons. There's Lila with wings the color of fresh-mowed grass, whose touch could heal the sick and wounded. Rowan with wings like burnished copper, whose wisdom was said to rival that of ancient oaks. And Alara, whose wings shimmered like opals, and whose connection to the earth was so profound, she could speak to plants and animals alike. The fairies gather in a circle before you, their faces etched with concern. They tell you that their magic, which sustained the forest and its creatures, is fading. Without it, the forest will wither, and the magical creatures that call it home will perish. They implore you to help, offering you a chance to restore their magic. But in exchange, they ask for something equally precious, a single dream. With the fate of the forest hanging in the balance, you agree to help the fairies restore their magic. In return, they'll grant one of your dreams, whatever it may be. Trusting their sincerity, you reach out and lay your hand on the nearest toadstool. Feeling its rough texture beneath your fingertips, soon as your skin makes contact, a jolt of energy surges through you, and the forest comes alive with a brilliant flash of light. The clearing transforms into a breathtaking spectacle of color and sound. Towering trees adorned with sparkling mushrooms create a cathedral-like canopy overhead, while bioluminescent flowers carpet the ground in hues of sapphire, emerald, and ruby. The air thrums with the music of the spheres as celestial bodies align above you, their celestial glow bathing the landscape in an otherworldly luminescence. Feeling invigorated, you set off deeper into the woods, eager to discover what other wonders await you. As you venture further, you encounter fantastical creatures straight out of myth and legend. A majestic unicorn, with a coat as white as snow and a horn that spiraled towards the heavens, trots gracefully through the undergrowth. Its presence exudes serenity and healing energy. Further on, you come across a family of pixies perched on the head of a giant puffball mushroom. Their gossamer wings shimmer in a rainbow of colors as they giggle and play. Their leader, a spry pixie with emerald green wings, offers you a cordial invitation to join their merry band in a rousing game of hide-and-seek among the luminous flora. Your journey takes you to a babbling brook, where water so clear and pure it seems to shimmer with liquid starlight dances over polished pebbles.
Ow.
Beside the stream, a wise old tree spirit with roots that delve deep into the earth's mysteries awaits you. His gnarled branches, adorned with twinkling fireflies, serve as a testament to his longevity and connection to the forest's magic. The tree spirit senses your kind heart and offers to share his knowledge, revealing secrets of the forest that have been hidden for centuries. Deeper still, you find a crystalline cave veiled by curtains of sparkling spider silk. Inside, A treasure trove of gemstones in every color imaginable glitters from the walls. At the cave's heart, a magnificent dragon made of pure moonlight slumbers, its scales shimmering with ethereal beauty. The dragon, once a fierce protector of the forest, has been weakened by the waning magic and now struggles to keep itself from fading away completely. Having witnessed the plight of the forest's inhabitants, your determination to help only grows stronger. You return to the clearing where your adventure began, ready to assist the fairies in any way you can. Upon your return, the fairies greet you with gratitude, sensing the positive impact your journey has had on their forest. They explain that their magic, which sustains the forest and its creatures, is tied to the natural world around them. However, due to external forces beyond their control, their power has begun to dwindle. Without their magic, the forest risks succumbing to decay, and the wondrous creatures that inhabit it will perish. Desperate to save their home, the fairies have reached out to you, hoping that together, you might find a way to restore their dwindling magic. As Fia, the mischievous fairy with wings the color of amethysts, leads you to a towering oak at the clearing's edge. The others follow close behind, their faces etched with worry. The chosen oak stands as a symbol of the forest's health, its leaves once lush and verdant now beginning to wither and turn brown. Upon reaching the tree, the fairies perform a series of ancient rituals. Their movements precise and graceful as they attempt to coax new life into the dying leaves. Each rustled step, each whispered incantation is a testament to their desperation and unwavering love for their forest home. The sight of these tiny, seemingly fragile creatures pouring all their strength into saving their forest stirs a deep sense of admiration and respect within you. As the fairies finish their ritual, their small forms slump slightly, their efforts proving fruitless. The forest's fate hangs in the balance. With a heavy heart, Fia turns to you, her gaze earnest and pleading. "Our magic is fading fast," she whispers, her voice trembling slightly. "If we cannot restore it, our forest, our home will perish. We fairies have no other place to go." Touched by their plight and determined to help, you place your hand on the rough bark of the oak. Feeling the tree's distress thrumming beneath your fingertips, you close your eyes, summoning every ounce of positive energy, every hopeful thought and wish for renewal within you. As you focus your intent, the forest around you responds. The wind picks up, rustling the dying leaves into a frenzy of motion. The very air crackles with anticipation, and the forest holds its breath, sensing the momentous shift about to occur. Suddenly, the dying leaves begin to glow, first with a faint inner light, then with a brilliance that sets the forest aglow. The oak's branches, moments ago heavy with decay, now burst forth with vibrant new growth, its leaves unfurling in shades of emerald and jade. The forest awakens, shaking off its lethargy as the fairies' magic surges back into the trees, rejuvenating and restoring all in its path. With the forest's revival comes the return of its magical inhabitants. The unicorn emerges from the trees, its horn blazing with renewed light. The pixies whirl and dance in joyous celebration, their laughter echoing through the woods. Even the cave of gemstones shimmers brighter than ever, its dragon roused from slumber, lets out a mighty roar that reverberates through the mountains. The fairies, their magic restored, express their gratitude with a flourish. Das, the mischievous one, steps forward, a radiant smile on her face. "You have saved us, our forest, our home," she says, her voice ringing with sincerity. "As promised, name your wish, and it shall be granted." Overcome with emotion, you realize that your true desire lies not in personal gain, but in the continued well-being of this enchanting forest and its inhabitants. With a newfound clarity, you turn to the fairies, your voice filled with conviction. "I don't want any special favor or reward," you declare. "My wish is for this forest, its creatures, and its magic to be protected always." A hush falls over the clearing as the fairies absorb your selfless words. Fia, her eyes shining with admiration, nods slowly. "Your heart is pure and your spirit strong," she says. "We fairies honor your wish." With a wave of their collective magic, the fairies imbue you with a portion of their power, creating a shield of pure magic around you. From that day forward, whenever you feel threatened or in peril, the forest and its inhabitants will be bound to protect you, drawing strength from the bond you've forged with them. With your wish fulfilled, you know your journey here is at an end. Saying your heartfelt goodbyes to the fairies and their forest home, you step back into the real world, forever changed by your experiences. Back in your familiar surroundings, you carry with you the wonder and magic of the enchanted forest. The memory of its inhabitants, their bravery and kindness, serves as a constant source of inspiration, reminding you of the boundless beauty and harmony that exists in the world. The shield of magic bestowed upon you by the fairies hums faintly beneath your skin, a comforting reminder of the powerful bonds you've forged. And as you go about your life, you couldn't help but feel a deep sense of responsibility to be a force for good in the world, just as the fairies and the forest's other inhabitants were. After all, you're not just an ordinary person anymore. You're a friend of the fairies, a protector of magic, and a champion of the natural world. And that, you know, is an extraordinary thing indeed. Now close your eyes and try not to move. Rest peacefully until morning.